Hi, welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil and I practice every day and share my tips so we can all get better at the casino. Today, the lulls, the doldrum part 2. Second part of a series of 2 to just talk about my issues of inconsistency and what I'm going to do about it to fix it. Well, I went on a radical thoughts on my plan to fix what's going on. So if you had seen my video the last time, I'm having some very inconsistent throws, but my numbers are looking really good. So of course, people say, "Why are you changing? Who cares? If you're throwing well." Well, I don't believe that. I think you need to have some consistent throws. I think you need to have the same type of throw each day. And this always happens when you're correcting something. You've got to re-engineer your whole muscle. So my muscle memory is used to a straight shot like this, straight down the row. Now I'm at an angle here. I'm relaxing. I think a lot of it has to do with getting adjusted to my hands being completely nice and relaxed when I'm grabbing the dice, as opposed to this stiffness that I was doing forever. And my coaches were like, "You got to relax this hand. If you can't relax it, you're going to have inconsistent throws." Well, now I'm in the passion of changing the throw, and I'm all over the place. I'm not very consistent. So what are we doing about it? So on the last video, I threw 9 times, and I was very upset. I had one higher than the other, one lower than the other. Could not get a consistent throw, and that went on for a while. So I know I missed a video on the week because I changed it up. So today is the first day in a week that I've thrown. So I've taken a week off. I was like, let's start from scratch. Let's get the muscle memory out of my head. Let me get the mental memory out of my head. And why I'm thinking this may help you is I know there are many people. If you're looking at all the people that are following me, there's probably only a handful of people that throw every day, I'm guessing. If you do throw every single day, please put a comment in there. I want to see, if you do throw every day, how much do you throw every day? What does it look like? A half hour? Do you run through a series? Do you practice? Or do you do like 1 hour every day? Let me know, because I want to know if I'm the unicorn out there that's practicing every day. So what did I do? I took a week off. I just realized that I just did 90 days of throwing. I went to Vegas and I've came back hyped up and practicing every single day. And I had not taken a break of throwing for an awful long time. And I was like, maybe my muscles and my brain needs to decompress and just get back to basics. And why I thought this could help is, a lot of you guys, if you're not throwing every day, when you come back to it, what are you looking for? How do you start over again? So my series moving forward is going to be how to get back on track. If you're getting ready to go to Vegas, or you're doing something, I'm going to see if the week off helped my. I've had some thumb issues from changing my throw a little bit. It made my thumb hurt, and it's sore because I'm just trying different things. My arm is a little bit off. I started up yoga again, and I'm trying to get flexible and trying to get my breathing techniques down. Yoga is a very good point to making sure you're balanced with your hips, your knees, your back. And I started that a couple days a week to help with my breathing and getting back to relaxing, I'm sorry. And hopefully, starting today, my throw, I can start working on a more consistent throw. It is very important. I don't care what the numbers are. If my numbers are really good, but I'm not feeling like I'm throwing very well, then that's a randomness. In my book, I'm thinking that's just pure random. That I'm getting lucky. I'm having some good throws. I'm going through that. I need it to be consistent. Uh, Also, too, when you're throwing for a long time, meaning you get a long throw, like a 57 throw that I did the other day, I was exhausted. I was really tired, and I can see how people say that the longest throws ever was a random thrower, or random throwers, that people that throw for 2 or 3 hours. Because if you're a control thrower, I'm thinking it's the short game you're going to win in. You're going to have little bursts of wins more often than losses, and that's how you're going to be consistent throughout life. You're not going to have those huge throws. You may get a random throw for yourself of like I threw the other day, but it's exhausting, and you're going to make a mistake when you get an hour in or so, and you're really tired. You're gonna screw up in your, if you're setting the hard ways or something, it's gonna rear its ugly head. You're gonna do a dead cat, or something's gonna send you off. So I can see over and over again the long throws that people throw, and they're random. Those are that's why, because I was so tired throwing for a while. And I hope you guys get fortunate be fortunate enough to feel that tiredness when you're throwing, because your arm hurts, your feet hurt, your head. It's a lot of math going on. You have to make sure the bets are up. So I encourage you to practice that, even if you don't throw for a long time, or you throw some sevens. Is throw a 60 throws. Take your time. Go through the motions of big betting, so that you can know what it's like when you're up there. Because if you don't get up to that echelon very often, it can be very overwhelming on what you're going to do, and you have to have your betting plan in place. What happens when it starts maxing up and you're pressing and you got a lot of bets on there? You have to be able to win those bets very quickly. So for me, starting from scratch, taking the week off, relaxing, starting up my yoga, getting some breathing techniques down, starting to get more flexible and bendy with the yoga, so that my arms, my wrists, my down dogs are helping me with a more consistent throw. I took the week off, just said I'm not going to do any throwing. It was weird, because every morning at 4:30 I get up and I'm like ready to go. I'm like, nope, just going to relax, not do it, sit down, don't think about it. And so I'm starting from scratch today, um, seeing a lot of inconsistency, but I'm feeling more mellow about it, as opposed to me being frustrated a week ago, because my throws were so inconsistent, and I felt like I shouldn't be at that level, with me coming back from practicing 90 days of throws. And I'm like, wait a minute, now if I'm inconsistent, it's because I haven't done anything in a week. So that may be you. That may be a person that, you're sitting here and you don't practice every day, but maybe your friends are going, hey, you want to go to AC in a couple weeks? And it's like, what do I have to do? Well, on the next series, we're just going to talk about that. What do you do when you got a week or so to go, and you're going to be trying to get casino ready? I know I've talked about it before, but I want to know what it's like when I haven't done anything in a week. We took a week off from our weekly call too, so I wasn't even prepared uh, for our craps crew Sundays that we normally do. So taking that week off, I think, inspired me to be able to get back on track, try and not be so upset with the horrible throws. I think that tension plays into inconsistent throws. And starting over, what does that look like? So join me on my next video where we're going to talk about consistency. How do you get back on track? Say you've been off for a while and your buddies are saying, hey, we're going to go, and when you got a couple weeks to go, what do you do? How do you get that back on track? What's your game plan? It may not be too many tweaks, but maybe I can give you some tips to help you get back on track very consistently. So, as always, we don't talk about betting strategies. Um, my best betting strategy is obviously to throw for a long, long time.